For weeks, the girl in the corner had been a fixed point in Justin's routine, a head bent over a sketchbook, a curtain of hair hiding her face. He always sat across the room, stealing glances, never brave enough to walk over. Until today.
What am I so afraid of? It's just a sketchbook.
He stood up and crossed the cafe. Charlotte looked up, eyes wide, fingers tightening on the sketchbook.
Hey, I've seen you drawing here every day. Would you mind showing me?
It's not finished, and I am not very good.
I doubt that. I've been curious for a while. Please?
She hesitated, then slowly turned the sketchbook around, revealing a meticulously drawn portrait of him.
That's me. She's been drawing my face.
The cafe noise melted away. Justin stared at his own likeness, sketched with a tenderness that made his chest tighten.
Why would you draw someone like me?
You always look kind. That's what I draw. People who seem kind.
Kind. I don't know. I am Justin, by the way.
Charlotte? I've been coming here for months. It's my way of remembering there's good in people.
Justin lowered himself into the chair across from her, the sketchbook still open between them. She had noticed a quality he never saw in himself. She flipped through pages filled with faces, strangers captured in quiet moments. All of them were people she had observed from a distance, chosen for a reason.
So you just watch people? You've been watching me?
I don't mean to be creepy. I want to remember the ones who passed through my life without ever knowing my name.
Well, now I know your name, Charlotte, and I'd like to know more, if that's okay.
Charlotte's blush deepened, but for the first time, she didn't look away. The silence between them was no longer heavy. It was expectant.
Can I see more? Tomorrow, maybe? I'd like to understand this project of yours.
The next afternoon, Justin arrived early. Charlotte was already in her corner, sketchbook closed, waiting.
I brought my older sketchbooks. There are a lot of you. You are kind of my favorite study.
The pages were filled with him, sitting, reading, laughing, lost in thought. Each sketch was a small act of attention.
How long have you been drawing me? This is months. She's been watching me all this time, and I had no idea. I don't know how to feel.
See? This one is from 3 weeks ago. You were laughing at something on your phone. I liked the way your eyes crinkled.
I didn't even know I looked like that. You see something in me I don't see.
You are always here, always polite to the barista, always leaving a tip. You never look at your phone when you are outside. You notice things.
Justin felt the strangeness of being so thoroughly catalogued. And yet, underneath the unease, a quiet thrill. Someone had finally noticed him.
What made you start this? The drawing people thing?
I've always felt invisible. In school, in crowds drawing kind strangers is my way of giving them the attention I never got. I am an art student, but this isn't for class. This is personal.
I just got out of a relationship. She said I made her feel invisible. She wanted someone louder.
You? Invisible? I've been watching you for months. You are the farthest thing from invisible.
I guess we're both invisible in different ways. You hide in plain sight, and I fade into the background.
The cafe noise seemed to recede. The sketchbook lay between them, a testament to a connection neither had words for yet.
I didn't expect this. I just wanted to know what you were drawing.
And now...
A warm, tentative silence settled. Charlotte's shy but real smile was the first sign that her walls were beginning to come down. The next afternoon, Marcus walked into the cafe and spotted Justin at the corner table, deep in conversation with Charlotte.
Well, look who's made a new friend, the mysterious sketch girl.
Marcus, don't. We were just talking.
Talking? She's been drawing you, dude. That's a little intense.
Charlotte's fingers tightened around her pencil, her face partially hidden. The warmth from moments before had chilled.
He's making it sound so strange. Am I being naive?
Come on, you have to admit it's odd. How long has she been watching you?
Justin glanced at Charlotte, who was shrinking into her chair. He wanted to defend her, but the words stuck in his throat.
It's not like that, Marcus. She draws people.
The older woman at the next table tutted softly. Charlotte closed her sketchbook. The fragile connection had suddenly become very public. Justin didn't come to the cafe the next day, or the day after.
I should have said something. I let Marcus make me feel like a coward. Now, she probably thinks I'm ashamed.
On the third morning, before dawn, he slipped into the cafe, hoping to find the corner empty. On his usual table lay a familiar sketchbook page, but this time, his own face wore the same heaviness he'd been carrying.
She drew me like this. She saw what I was feeling. I can't leave it like this.
He asked the barista if Charlotte had been by. The woman shook her head. No sign of her.
I have to find her and make this right. No more hiding behind what people might say.
He folded the sketch carefully and tucked it into his jacket, the paper feeling heavier than it should. He stepped outside into the pale morning light. The sketch was a quiet weight, urging him forward. Behind him, the corner sat empty, a silent accusation. But he wouldn't let it stay that way. He found her in the park, on a bench surrounded by fallen crimson leaves, her sketchbook clutched tightly to her chest like armor.
Charlotte, I'm sorry I disappeared. I let my friend get in my head, and I acted like a coward.
You don't have to explain. People always pull away. I am used to it.
I am not people. I've been ashamed ever since. Every day I didn't come back, I felt smaller.
Then why come back now? If it was so hard.
Because you drew me when I couldn't look at myself. And it hit me. I'd rather be truly seen by you than comfortably invisible to everyone else.
Charlotte's eyes welled. A single tear traced her cheek, but she didn't wipe it away.
Let me try again. From the beginning, please.
Okay, but no more running. I can't take it.
She leaned her head against his shoulder. The sketchbook between them no longer a barrier, but a beginning. That afternoon, they returned to the cafe. The corner felt different. Theirs now.
Show me the ones from before. The real beginning.
Charlotte hesitated, then reached into her bag and pulled out an older, more worn sketchbook. He turned the pages. A woman with a gentle smile, a busker, a tired barista, all rendered with the same careful attention. Then a page with a date at the top, over a year ago. The paper was softer, the pencil lines slightly smudged. The sketch showed a rainy street, an old man, scattered groceries, and a younger him, crouched, helping.
September 15th, 2 years ago. I don't remember this day. I don't remember looking like that. Charlotte, what is this? It isn't from the cafe. This is way before.
Her face went still, the kind of still that meant there was more to say. The page lay between them, a bridge to a memory he didn't know they shared.
It was a rainy afternoon, last September. I was walking home when I saw you on Oak Street. An old man had dropped his groceries. Oranges were rolling into the gutter. No one stopped.
I don't remember any of this. You are sure it was me?
He almost fell. You caught his arm and crouched down to pick up his things. You even put your jacket over him.
The image was suddenly vivid in his mind. A wet street, the smell of rain, a man's trembling hands. He couldn't place it, but it stirred something.
It was over a year ago, before the cafe, before you ever noticed me.
A year? You've been drawing me for a year?
Longer, maybe. That day I drew you on a scrap of paper, right there in the rain. It was my first real sketch of someone I didn't know.
The timeline shattered his assumption. She hadn't just watched him from across the room for weeks. It was a quiet vigil that had started without his knowing. He stared at the sketch, trying to fit himself into the scene he couldn't remember. The story hung in the air, unfinished.
No one else stopped. They just walked past, heads down. But you didn't hesitate. You went straight to him.
The flashback sharpened. A slick sidewalk. The old man about to fall, Justin's arm reaching out before he even thought.
How could I forget something like that? She remembers my hands, my jacket, even the rain on my face. and I don't.
That day reminded me that the world isn't all hard. So I drew you, and then I kept drawing. You were my proof.
She'd stood under an awning that day, sketching on a damp napkin, her fingers numb but her focus absolute.
I never thought you'd notice me back. I am the girl in the corner. You are. You.
The old sketch seemed to hum with the secret weight of a year. Unseen moments, stolen glances, a quiet faith in a stranger.
I don't know what to say. I'm just a guy who did what anyone should. But you saw something more.
She had captured that something more in a few quick strokes, a kindness the giver had already let slip from memory. Justin sat still, the past suddenly as present as the coffee cooling between them. He had been the subject of a secret he never asked for, and it had changed 2 lives.
Why didn't you ever just say something? If you'd been watching that long, why not come up and talk to me?
I am the girl in the corner. The one people forget is even there. I never thought someone like you would notice someone like me.
She thinks I am above her. I felt invisible my whole life. I am nobody.
It was easier to just watch. To keep you as something good I could look at without risking being ignored.
I've felt invisible too. My ex left because she said I faded into walls. And here you were, seeing me more clearly than anyone ever has.
The admission hung in the air. 2 invisible people, each believing the other to be out of reach.
I don't know how to process this. You've been watching me for a year, and I am just finding out now. It's a lot.
I am sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I just couldn't stop. You were my proof that kindness exists.
Neither spoke. The old sketch lay between them, its lines holding a secret that had outgrown the page. Justin felt something shift, the weight of being seen so fully, and the terrifying freedom of being known.
Show me more. From that time, I want to see the person you saw.
She turned the pages slowly, each one a different Justin, reading looking out a window, laughing with a barista.
I didn't know I looked like that. So, at ease. You really saw me when I wasn't performing. Will you draw me now? Right here. I want to watch the process.
You? Really want that? It feels different when the person knows.
Exactly. I want to be part of it. Not just a subject you capture. Draw me, Charlotte.
She picked up her pencil, the same worn one she always used, and turned to a fresh page. The cafe noise faded. Justin sat still, letting her look at him without the usual barrier of anonymity. Her pencil began to move, quick and light. Her usual mask of shyness slipped away, replaced by pure focus. On the page, a new Justin was forming. Not a stolen glance, but a shared moment, willingly given. The next afternoon, Marcus walked in and saw Justin and Charlotte leaning over a sketch, their heads almost touching.
You are still with the sketch stalker, man. She's been watching you for a year. That's not cute. That's creepy.
The cafe quieted. A woman at the next table glanced over, and the barista paused mid-pour. Charlotte's pencil froze. The easy warmth drained from her face, replaced by the familiar hollow of humiliation.
Not again. Last time I froze. If I don't say something now, she'll never trust me.
I am just looking out for you, bro. You don't know what else she's been drawing.
A few customers exchanged glances. Charlotte's knuckles whitened around her sketchbook.
He's humiliating her in front of everyone. I can't be the guy who says nothing again.
I should go.
Justin's hands clenched on the table. The moment stretched, everyone watching, waiting. The choice was his, and it would cost him either way.
Enough, Marcus. She's not a stalker. She draws people's kindness. Something you wouldn't understand. You are just saying cruel things to a girl who's done nothing wrong.
Charlotte looked up, the shock of hearing him defend her so fiercely breaking through the humiliation.
I've been coming here for months, and she's made me feel more seen than any of you. So maybe keep your judgments.
The woman at the next table looked away. The barista gave a small, almost imperceptible nod.
Fine, whatever. Your funeral.
You didn't have to.
Yes, I did. I should have done it the first time. I am done being the guy who says nothing.
The cafe resumed its low hum, But the air had changed. Justin had crossed a line. There was no going back to comfortable invisibility. Charlotte let out a shaky breath. The old fear was still there, but so was something new, a trust that hadn't been there an hour ago. Justin pushed open the cafe door, and Charlotte followed him into the late afternoon light without a word. The park felt safe after the cafe, like the trees couldn't judge.
In high school, they called me Ghost Girl. I couldn't even look at people. This sketchbook was my only real friend.
I've always been afraid I'd disappear. Like if no one remembered me, I might as well not have existed.
That's exactly why I drew you. You left a mark on me without even trying, and I needed to keep it.
And in that moment, Justin understood. Her drawings hadn't just captured him, they'd given him substance.
And you gave that back to me. You made me feel real when I was fading. You are not invisible, Charlotte. Not to me.
Her grip on the sketchbook loosened. A small surrender, but it meant everything.
I've never shown anyone these sketches before you. You are the first person who wanted to see them, and not just the ones of you.
On the park path, Justin stopped and turned to her, the late light catching the determination in his face.
Can I sit with you in the corner? Not across the room, but next to you. Not as a subject, but as your person.
The question hung in the golden air. Charlotte's lips parted, but no sound came, only the glisten of tears.
You mean, you want to sit with me? For real?
For real. I want to be the one who belongs in your drawings, not just a face you steal from across the room.
A single tear traced the curve of her cheek. Then she nodded. A small, broken, beautiful nod.
Yes. Yes. You can sit with me.
He pulled her close, the sketchbook pressed between them. No longer a wall, but a promise. Their hands found each other, fingers interlacing, like lines in a finished drawing.
From now on, I am not just watching from across the room. I am right here.
They walked back to the cafe, but this time Justin didn't turn toward his usual table. He followed Charlotte to the corner. He slid into the seat beside her, the chair scraping softly. A sound that said everything.
This feels different. Good, different.
The barista came over, 2 cups in hand, and set them down with a quiet smile. She didn't say anything, but the approval was clear. 2 regulars had found each other.
I want to draw us. Right now.
She turned to a fresh page. Her pencil moved with a new certainty, not capturing a stranger, but shaping a shared moment. Justin watched her work, the cafe's low murmur fading into background noise. On the page, 2 figures emerged, close together, his arm around her shoulder.
That's the first time I've seen myself in a drawing and recognized the person inside.
A week slipped by. The corner table was no longer just a solitary post. It was their shared harbor. Marcus came back, not with a smirk, but with a heavier step and an unfamiliar look, remorse.
Hey, can we talk? I was a jerk, Justin, to both of you.
Yeah, you were. But I could have handled it better too. I let your words get to me.
I don't pretend to understand the drawing thing, but I can see she's not what I said. Sorry, Charlotte.
Thank you. It means more than you know.
After that, the tension dissolved. The regulars who once stared now minded their own coffee. The barista would catch Charlotte's eye and offer a small, knowing smile, as if she'd predicted this all along. Justin and Charlotte became a fixture, no longer 2 separate silhouettes, but one.
Maybe being seen wasn't so terrifying after all. Maybe it was the only thing that mattered.
The following Saturday, Justin led Charlotte through the park to their bench, the one that had seen apologies, tears, and the start of something neither could name. He drew a small package from his coat, wrapped in brown paper, and tied with a simple white ribbon.
I wanted to give you something. Open it.
Inside the cover, in his careful script, "For the girl who drew me out." Her fingers shook as she opened to the first page, the finished drawing of them in the cafe corner. His arm around her, her pencil's tenderness captured.
You framed it. This is the drawing I did of us.
You saw me when I was invisible. You made me real. I never want to stop being seen by you. This is what it means to exist. To be held so completely in her gaze that there's no need to hide.
A tear landed on the paper, smudging the corner. She didn't wipe it. She leaned into his chest, the sketchbook pressed between them, already the first page of their future. That evening, the cafe emptied early, the corner bathed in the glow of a single warm lamp.
I asked to see your drawings once. Now I want to see everything with you.
She reached into her bag, the old sketchbook still there, worn and familiar. They turned the pages together. The rainy street, the scattered oranges, the kindness that had unknowingly started it all.
I still don't remember that day, but I am grateful you do.
It was the first time I felt seen. You gave me that without even knowing.
Their fingers touched on the old paper, bridging the distance between a forgotten moment and the present. Outside, the street was silent. Through the window, the cafe glowed with a quiet, steady light, a world of its own.
Every drawing from now on, I'll be in it, not as a subject, but as yours.
She didn't answer with words. She simply closed the sketchbook and rested her head against his heart. The quiet rhythm her reply. Justin pushed open the cafe door, and a rush of cool autumn air met them. They stepped onto the empty street, the cafe's golden glow shrinking behind them. A single passerby glanced their way, but they didn't notice. Their fingers remained laced, the sketchbook secure under her arm. The world outside the cafe felt still, as if made just for them. They walked past the street corner, where it all began, the rainy day that had changed everything. In a puddle, left from an earlier shower, their reflection shimmered, the same kindness now mutual. No longer a secret sketched in the rain, the night wrapped around them, and the only sound was their footsteps, perfectly in sync. They turned the corner, disappearing into the quiet, but their story was no longer invisible. Weeks later, morning light filtered through the cafe windows. The corner table had become their uncontested refuge. Charlotte drew with the same quiet intensity, but her subject had changed. Now she drew them together. Justin peered over. The page held a rendering of exactly this moment, him reading, her sketching, their heads almost touching. A smile spread across his face, the easy smile of someone who had finally stopped wondering if he deserved to be seen. She looked up from the page, and their eyes locked. In that glance was everything. No need for speeches or grand gestures. The cafe noise became a distant murmur. The world outside could wait. The corner, once a solitary station, now held them both, a permanent fixture of quiet solidarity. In the margin of the drawing, she had penciled a single word: seen. 2 coffee cups sat forgotten beside the sketchbook, their hands intertwined over the page. And that was the story of the quiet girl who drew alone in the corner, until the day someone finally asked to see.